grade 7, and then I had to do French for half a year, and I took that journey a little further, and I went on to university to study it. And I feel like my whole life has been really blessed because of the experience. It's opened my perception, my perspectives, my understandings of other people. And today we're going to try and deliver something to you that is going to allow you to reflect on your students. Okay? We are the ones that are responsible for delivering the content and the information that the students need to gather. Sometimes we forget about teaching them structures, and we forget about embedding the language into what we're delivering to our classes. I'm not saying that's all the time, I'm just saying sometimes. So today what we want to do is give you an experience where you are a student. And have you think about what does it feel like to be one of the students at our school? So what we're going to do is get you into some groups. Here, let's see. These are the groups. So can you move into your groups? This will be group what are you? 3. Okay, group 3. Group 1. Group 2 and group 4. Are there more names on this?
And that's the way I felt. The Indonesian is just, the Bahasa is just, it kind of washed over me. And so I'm not really focusing on anything, so I just stare. I can just stare. I mean, that's really, like, what else can I do?
Right.
So it's just a reminder again that there are those kids, and you're giving them lots and lots of words. It's not helping.
No.
That doesn't help.
Can I just build on what Susan's saying? Actually, when I looked at the Bahasa Indonesia, I realised actually what you gave, even though I didn't know afterwards, it was actually quite simple. The things that you gave, and yet it was incredibly challenging. Now that just made me think, this was simple. What type of stuff are we expecting our concepts for our ES students?
Yeah, and it's not just ES as well. It is all kids, right? All kids will develop and learn better if we're scaffolding, if we're providing language to them. Yeah?
I think too, I was just hoping, don't ask me a question, don't ask me a question. It is quite active, quite active so the teachers
Right.
want to hear you have no idea what.
Yeah. And it's frustrating as well because some kids might be smart and they want to be able to show the teacher that they are smart and they can't because they don't have the language to do that. They don't have the skills to do that.
Yeah, and it really showed a different personalities. Like, I've always said this about Claire with Bahasa, that she's very confident. And she's very confident. And it's because she uses, even if she only knew like 5 words of Bahasa, she'd just be like, shut up about, kind of like,
I know the correct answers.
but you have to have such a high level of confidence for that. And yeah, she's going to learn more, whereas me, I'm going to shut down completely. I'm not going to say anything, and I'm not going to learn any more Bahasa either. What? So it's, there's so many different personalities that you got to take into account.
Great, that's awesome. Okay, there's just one more slide here, which has a few ideas about what you can do for your classes. Oops, sorry. Here. So these are some of the things that we can do, some strategies that we can do with our kids. Yeah, provide visuals. Yeah, our kids are visual learners. That's how they learn best. So whenever you can, provide a visual. Don't just talk at them. Have something up there so they can see it. Activate their background knowledge. If EAL kids don't have the background knowledge in their mother tongue language, they can't transfer it over into their second language. So you need to check, do they understand what the topic is? And if they don't, teach it. Focus on the vocab. Yeah? Every single one of you is an expert in your field. So get those word walls up, get word charts, get the kids to translate it, do little quizzes on Kahoot, have them engaged in learning the language of your subject areas. Provide graphic organizers, outlines, chunk the information down. So don't give big long sentences, chunk it. This is what I'm asking you to do. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Yeah? Repeat, paraphrase, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. When I teach writing, I go through it 3 or 4 times before I ask them to do the writing themselves. That way they're going to get it. Know what's required. Use comprehension checks. Over here we have this comprehension table, and some people struggle with it, really struggle with it, because they didn't know the words. Of course they're going to struggle, right? Help your kids. If you're going to be delivering a lecture to them, provide something that can just little checklist. Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah, true or false, or whatever it might be. Yeah? Use a variety of different texts. Don't just get the really difficult ones. And then adapt the text that you're using with your kids. So those are just a few strategies. We have a whole load of them if you're interested. Yeah, so thank you to everybody. Thank you for my